Good morning. I only have a couple minutes before I have to get to work, so I'm going to do this really quick. It's not going to have all the great audio that my videos usually have, and it's not going to look as cool, but it's going to have great information. So I'm going to give you a quick tip that'll help you in client meetings, and it'll help you convert prospects to web design clients, web development clients, whatever. The thing I've learned over the years is that selling a web design job isn't as much about selling as it is about weeding out a good or bad client and describing what I'm going to be building for them. Because I've had clients where I would sell a lot, so like I'd convince them to buy kind of thing. But what would always happen with those clients who didn't actually really necessarily want it is that because a web design project is so interactive and there's so much input from the client that's needed to build a great website, they would fall off the face of the earth, or they wouldn't pay on time, or they would never get me content, and it just wouldn't be a very pleasant situation. So after having that happen quite a few times, I learned that it's not about closing every sale. It's about working with great clients who are going to be ecstatic that they get to work with you and who you're going to be able to produce a great product for. So when I'm in a client meeting, the thing that I do the most is I get at what their core needs are, not features. I've learned that most clients are hiring me because they're not tech savvy. So why would they know all of the features that they want their website to have? They usually know a couple, like they might say, oh, we want an events calendar, or we want a slideshow of pictures. But it's not like they're going to know the WordPress plugin that they want to use for the slideshow, or how large they want their calendar to be necessarily. So what I'm getting at is you want to get at the core fundamentals. So like, what I always like to do is find out who's visiting their website, what their objective is with those visitors, and then how we can structure the site in a way that's going to make those visitors have an easy time arriving at the objective. So if people visiting the prospective client's website are people that, let's say it's a restaurant, people that currently go to the restaurant and just want to see what time they're open, that's going to be really different than if the people visiting the website have never been to the restaurant before. And obviously any website's going to have a mix of multiple people, but generally the business owner is going to know the majority. And if they don't, that's also okay. We can just kind of make guesses, and we can design it in a way that it appeals to lots of markets rather than just kind of focusing on a couple. So anyway, getting down to the core tip I want you to take away today is that when you're in meetings, the best thing you can do is make it all about them. Learn what they need and how you can fit that, and try to paint a really, really solid picture of what the end result is going to look like so that they can actually in their head start to get an idea of what their website will be like if they work with you, because that is going to sell much better than any tactic or sales strategy that you use, because you're leveraging their interest, and so they're asking you to work with them rather than you trying to convince them to work with you, if that kind of makes sense. You always have to ask for the sale, of course, but you get what I'm saying. You're creating that inherent interest. So hopefully this is helpful. Leave comments, all that shenanigans, and I'll see you soon.